Okay, here we are again, folks. I'm going to show you how to take these dash panels out. These couple of pieces right here, so you can get to your bank of switches, or right here in my truck I do not have a Johnny bar, but that would be how you would get to it to remove it. Your heater control valves, your stereo, your cubby. Okay, so we would start with this piece right here, and you have to take these apart in succession. If you do not, you will break them. Okay, I have this little tool here. It's really excellent for popping. I know it looks like a shiv or a shank, but it works really good for popping these things apart. Don't damage the plastic. It's just a little plastic spoon. So what you have to do on this particular side is you have to get this side here started. Okay, that's just a guide tab, and then you have the two locking tabs, and you just work your way across there with your trim removal tool, and it pops right out. And then the next piece would be this piece right here. So you'd have to get in behind here and start to pry these out. And then as you go down them, woohoo! That one popped right out of there. As you go down, there's guide pins, locking tabs, and locking tabs, and you just keep prying away on these little locking tabs. You take your time, gentle, and they'll pop out. But on the back side down here, as you've seen, I'm sure on other ones, there's a little tab there that is slotted. If you pry on that, you will break it. Set this up here. Okay. So the next thing you would do, obviously, if you wanted to start taking pieces out, is you have screws. This would take, allow you to remove the stereo tray on the bottom, and maybe move the stereo controls to the bottom or the tray to the top, whatever you would like to do. Also, as you go, you can take these other screws out, and it'll allow you to take your infotainment system dash pieces out, and then more pieces, obviously more screws. You can take these upper dash pieces out to get to these switches, and then take off your trailer and brake release, so on and so forth. Okay, this piece here, this is where your Johnny bar, your trolley brake would be. You have to pry in at the top here and pop it out, and then you're going to pull up on it, because again, it's got a slotted tab on the bottom right there, and if you pry on that, you will break it. This top one just snaps into place, and then if you actually had a Johnny bar in there, you take those screws out on the top and the screws out on the bottom. Now, we actually have another piece of trim here, and we had to pry off, and again, it just pops loose, but it has to go in from one way to the other. So when you put it back in, you have to put the left in first, and then start feeding these little tabs back into our hole, and then you click in the right side. If you do not, you will break it. Heater controls, obviously now we just have to take this screw out and the two screws on the bottom. Okay, and you can take out your heater control module. And then over here, if you want to take out this switch bank, you just go to the right hand side and you would pry up on it, because there's two tabs that lock it in there, that are the two tabs that move. And then on the left side of it, you have two more tabs that don't move. So when you reinstall it, you have to put it in from left to right, and it just snaps right back in there. Thank you for your time.